What we've got basically the situation in terms of the fitness industry is in the last 10 years they've had a phenomenally beneficial market. They've had every government agency pumping money, basically get fit, go take activity, and they've pushed a huge number of people to go into the gyms. Yeah? Current basically numbers are about 12% of the population are using gyms or leisure centres, but as you can see 30-odd% of the population have said, not for me, been there, don't like it. And the question is, they have a negative view, basically, of a gym and a leisure centre at this point in time. So basically, it is not an environment that is holding people, engaging people, or understands the mix of people in terms of needing to take more activity and get fit. Personal training has come in, and we saw a big growth of that in the last 5 years. But at the end of the day, there's about a £30 to £40 charge per hour for a personal trainer. So that's a huge barrier to the vast percentage of the population. In this room, if we're going to talk gaming, fitness is going to be the byproduct. We're going to have to entertain, yeah, and we're going to make people fit by default, yeah, which is kind of what sport does. Most people will go and play a bit of football or whatever else, or rugby or badminton or tennis, and they get pleasure in that, and they get pleasure basically in the group. And yes, we take activity. If you go to do a sport, you tend to do it with like-minded people. So you're in a social group, you're interacting with other people. Yeah, you're not really focusing on fitness, you're focusing on doing whatever you're doing, yeah, which is your badminton, your hockey, your squash, things like this. And there is a bit of a competitive element into it. Fitness, we tend to isolate people, stick them on the machine, get into their music, get onto their own fight. That works for some, but basically there's no bond saying, when are you coming back? Or we'll see you next Wednesday, or we've got a game on Thursday. Yeah? There's none of that, yeah? Okay? And that's why basically people feel excluded, they never feel involved, and they don't have a positive vibe about gyms. The fitness industry fails to understand that if you don't engage, they know all about muscles, they know all about bodies, but this bit here, they kind of forget about. And most of us are driven by up here. Yeah? We make all our decisions up there, nearly all, but you know, okay? And this is basically a gaming strength. Basically, if you look at the way gamings are structured in games, you get rewards, you're emotionally given, you get the next level. These are all subtle triggers and things like that that keep you on board, keep you playing the game, go to the next level. This is natural to most gamers, yeah? And therefore, this can be brought into any activity level, you're onto a winner. But if you've got basically teenagers and you buy them PlayStation or Xbox games, you have to buy them faster and faster, or the demand is faster and faster, basically, as they get better and better at the individual games. What changes is when they go online and they start playing with their mates, it doesn't have to be the latest game. They will play a particular game to death with their mates online. And that slows down the pathway of constantly buying new tracks, new games, new whatever else, by adding the social element. And it's very, very clear that that changes, that the whole structure of how things interact is the social side.